guys want me to keep making knife videos, I can do that, but other than projects that are unique like kukris or Bowie knives or spearheads, I think that the process of making knives in the videos is getting kind of monotonous. I mean, there's already so many people on YouTube who are even more qualified than I am, who have already put out so many videos on how to make knives with tips and whatnot, that I think it's already pretty well covered how to make knives. So I thought I'd do something a little bit different. It's a little bit crazy, it's a little stupid, but don't worry, it's a little awesome. So for this project, I'm going to be making razor frisbees. Yeah, I know, I said it would sound a little crazy and stupid, but like I said, I promise, it's a little bit awesome. But I'll explain all that later in the video. So, for this project, I'm riding out towards the Maryland border to see Kyle Burdett at Burdett Ironworks. My first impression arriving inside his shop is just how much equipment he has. He has everything from the forge and the anvil and the hammers all the way down to like a really high-tech plasma CNC machine. He is a true artisan. He's like the master craftsman. I mean, this is the real blacksmith, guys. I mean, this is what he does for a living. This is his business. This is his livelihood. He lives off the hammer and anvil. So the first thing Kyle does for this project is he takes the saw blades and he begins to measure them. He needs to make sure that these measurements are perfect. Otherwise, when the CNC machine begins to cut, it's not going to cut correctly. And, well, these being circular, the measurements are very important because when you throw these, it might be a little lopsided if they're cut wrong. So once he has it all designed on his computer, he takes it over to the CNC machine. It's actually not a CNC machine, it's actually more of a plasma cutter. He does a test run to make sure that everything is centered and perfect, so that when it does cut, it's not going to be cut wrong. When he's sure that everything's ready, he begins to cut with the plasma machine. So far, everything's looking good. It's been cut out. We have some throwing stars. We have some circular discs. Everything's looking pretty cool. So just for fun, we decided to take it out and see if it actually works. Kyle gets an old door and sets it up against his garage door and throws it at it. You can see the damage it does, and it's not even sharpened yet. Well, our work here is done, for now. Kyle, you're awesome. So now that I'm back at my shop, I'm just going to analyze what we have. You can see that we have different rings and sizes and assortments, so let's see what we can do here. Let's go take some WD-40 and firstly just sand off all that rust. Finally, I'm going to put on the bevels on the blades. I'm using a 60 grit ceramic belt, and I'm just going to be putting on the grinds. This is very time consuming, and although it seems simple, I'll be here for hours grinding. So now the project is finally finished. So as you guys know, pumpkins are really hard, and as a comparison, I'm going to be using a 60-pound recurve bow with a toxic broadhead, and I'm just going to shoot it at close range into the pumpkins. It actually didn't do that much, and this is a pretty deadly bow, so, well, you can just use it as a comparison. So let's see what the Frisbees do to it. If you guys liked this video and you want to see more, hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to stay tuned to my future videos, just hit that subscribe button down below. You'll be helping me out, and you'll be notified whenever I release a new video. And speaking of future videos, leave in your comment sections down below what you'd like to see in future projects. What can I do that would be interesting to you guys? What do you want to see made? What do you think would be interesting? So I know this video is a little bit out of the ordinary, but like I said, stupidity, craziness, awesomeness.